Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Life in Panels, the show dedicated to all things weeb, otaku, nerd, and geeky, and whatever we just kind of feel like talking about on the day we talk about it. I'm your show host, SentinelSeiyu, aka Aaron, and I'm of course joined by the lovely
JT, aka Jason.
Awesome. And weird story here. So it's only been a couple months since we've been off air. I know for me it's only been a handful of months, but it seems just like yesterday. I was hosting a radio show with you. We are the old hosts of Nippon Now, a show that was based in southern Minnesota that was very... Well, I think it was originally the ideal was supposed to be Japanese culture, and honestly, it just turned into Aaron playing SAO soundtrack for
music.
Yeah, like far too much to be like normal. So that's what happened.
You had Crossing Road on more than you did pop culture Japanese songs combined.
I think somebody officially had counted it, and I think I had played Crossing Field throughout. Yeah, I know. Like, people have way too much time on their hands, and I calculated. I think it was about 56 times that we had played Crossing Field. Is I think the number they gave me. I could be wrong, but if you want to count it up, yeah, I know it really did feel like that. So I of course, you, as many of you who are coming from that show probably know, I am a huge Sword Art Online nerd, and for those who are new to Life in Panels, I am a huge Sword Art Online nerd. So that's wonderful in all things, but we'll try to keep it not SO related, although I do have some SAOs we will be talking about that. That's just coincidental. I know it doesn't sound realistic, but it is coincidental. But yeah, this is JT. We're two college buddies that are continuing on with Life in Panels. So if you are coming from Nippon Now, this will sound like every single one of our talk breaks. So basically just our talk breaks without music. And I guess
this will be the first time, and this is our first time doing
remote
video, our faces. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, people probably don't know what we look like. So face reveal, I guess.
I guess so.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so this is what we looked like back when we were running that show, and what we look like today. And I have something bouncing. This is also our first time we are doing this recording remotely. It's weird not having you in the same room.
Yeah, not having you in front of me.
Yeah, it's bizarre, but I'm sure we'll
can try to plan a special episode one day if we get far enough where we're in person.
Yes, we'll do that. And so you should stay tuned. So you should follow us. This is a good plug, I guess. Good moment to segue to a quick plug. You should follow us in your favorite podcast app, Life in Panels. We are available online at npanels.com, which is registered as of yesterday. Just getting around to that finally. And then, of course, we're in your favorite podcast app as well.
Right behind Aaron.
Yes, exactly how you see it without the apostrophe.
Fancy backdrop that I didn't get. No.
I didn't email them the assets yet. That's how rough this first episode is.
Stock photo.
I haven't emailed them the assets yet. This is how fast we kind of turn this around. This went from one of my crazy ADHD text messages, which I to be clear, I don't have diagnosed ADHD. I just exhibit a lot of similar behaviors. So no, sorry to offend anybody who does have ADHD, but I just went from like crazy text you got at like 6:00 at night to an actual production now. So that was great. So Life in Panels, very first show, and good to be back. I'm sure many of you who've been listening to the show, you know our pilot episode. We're a little bit more calmer than our pilot episode that we did back in November, and I was listening to that recently, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I've had coffee.
We should do that. So, I feel like one of our episodes should be reacting to our old
Nippon Now
breaks. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, I'll have to work on that.
Reacting to the segments, that would be so fun.
That would be fun. So there's a lot to look forward to. So please follow Life in Panels in your favorite podcast app if you like this kind of content. We are basically Midwestern trash taste podcast, I guess that's maybe what we're going for. I'm not entirely sure, but you'll be along with us to enjoy. Well, JT, it's been a while since I've talked to you.
It's been a while.
So what's been new? What have you been up to the last? Well, it's not been that long, I guess.
It hasn't been that long, but it feels like it. I've just been trying to, I guess, go outside more and do more stuff with friends while I still have the time. I was really worried about getting a job at first, like I just like the worries of a recent graduate. I was like, oh, I have to do something. And
Absolutely.
luckily I did. I'm really excited to see where that goes, but I'm so nervous at the same time. It's always the contradicting mindset of like when I didn't have my job, that I'm going to start soon. I was like, oh, like I need to find a job. I need to do something, and then instantly, as soon as I got the offer, I was like, oh man, all my free time now. I wish I had more free time. So I instantly got what I wanted and then complained about it, but.
I feel like that's every working professional. Same thing for me, right? I got a little bit of more time to figure it out, but not much. But it was the same thing coming back this summer. I'm like, man, I'm really glad to have a, really nice paying job, and it's great. And now I have no time to do anything I actually wanted to accomplish this summer. So yeah, no, I mean, I think that's you, and gosh, I think every single graduate that's out there right now.
It's really strange because for you have the summer. For me, it's kind of it's just life. I just have life.
It's like
now.
that's it's your reality now.
Yeah, like I was really thinking about it, and it's like, well, like even once the summer ends, it's like that doesn't stop anything. Like I'm still just once I get into my new schedule until I work towards something bigger or something new. That this is just where I am now in my chapter of life. It's really crazy to think about.
Yeah, I know. It's
like I don't have summer vacation. I'm not going back to school or anything. It's crazy.
I know. That's like it's gonna be weird, like not seeing you around. I think is the big thing. I mean, that's very self-important, but like, yeah, I mean, it's weird to think that like this is your life now. Like your job is now your life, and there's no exams to study for. There's no like panicking. The weird thing for me that I'm gonna struggle to get over is like getting the emails and stuff. Like not having to worry about like, oh, assignments due,
Oh, yeah.
Or the little like activity check emails you get that are like, oh, there's like 7 assignments that are due this week. Here's all of them for all your classes. Like, even in the summers, it's been weird.
I don't have to text Aaron if he has my songs or not. And I was gonna, or if he didn't send me the Nippon Now script yet for the week.
Yeah, that happened a lot. That happened a lot, which I'm sure will happen with this show, and actually what you've already seen. Because I figured out why.
We're on Slack now, and Aaron like multiple times told me, yeah, just message me on Slack instead. And then I would proceed to message Aaron and be like, okay, I'm just gonna call him.
It's like a ghost, and he's like, he's not responding. What the heck? Yeah. Apparently it defaults in Slack to like your working hours, and it like sets it to like a weird, like I think it's like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. to like 5 p.m. So when we were messaging, it was always past 5 p.m. So it would turn off, and I wouldn't see them. So I'm like, that's a really weird feature. So by the way, if yours does that, we got the answer now. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I used to be an IT major. I think that's the most embarrassing part
there right now.
I know. Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah. They're gonna see this, and I'm not gonna have a job anymore. Talking about working professionals. Oh man. Yeah. Well, that's good. Anything else you've been doing? Well, I saw you built that lightsaber out of stuff the other night. We were talking about that.
As of this recording, one of the popular trends right now is going to Home Depot and building a lightsaber, and I actually have one.
Yeah, look at that. The virtual background is not happy.
I'm not turning it off. Sorry for video viewers.
Oh, no, neither am I. Yeah, I'm going to instantly dox myself if I do that.
Yeah, maybe if I like somehow set up I
need like a green... Yeah, I need like a green blanket behind me for a green screen.
And then I'll turn it off.
That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, you were running around to hardware stores. I didn't even know that was like a trend. Although I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the story behind this lightsaber is so funny because since Aaron was talking earlier about messaging me about starting Life in Panels, it was the same day I was building the lightsaber.
That's hilarious. It's almost like fate.
It's almost like fate. So Aaron texted me, "Hey, do you want to start? Do you want to start this show?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. Just give me a second," because I was running around Menards with my 2 other friends that were just watching me here for like 30 minutes, like grab random hardware parts, putting it together, looking like a crazy person.
I mean, I feel like there's only like two modes of like being in a hardware store, right? Like you're either, you're either that crazy person that's going around like, what do I need? Because I've been to, the joke is my parents have been refinishing their basement. I'm back home, and we've been running to hardware stores like every other weekend almost, and we're always buying like one or two crazy things. We had them shake like 7 things of paint, and I'm pretty sure the employee was ready to just like scream at me. And but yeah, I feel like there's like only two modes of like complete insanity at a hardware store,
It's
or
either
like the people that know what they're
lost,
doing.
or you know exactly what you want.
See, like my grandfather is so smart, and he's way smarter than I am. Hence why I'm doing podcasting and voiceover for a living, and he actually had a job. And so the thing is like when he goes into a hardware store, he knows exactly where it is. When I go into a hardware store, I'm like calling him. I'm like, so I need this like very specific thing. Do you know what this is? Yeah, it's going to be in this aisle, and you're going to find it here. It doesn't sound like that. And I'm just like, man, I don't know. I feel like I failed. But yeah, there's like two types of hardware store people. It's like either you know exactly where you're going, or it's just like good luck. Good luck. You're just crazy. And I think the biggest thing I was going to ask you. You mentioned Menards. You save big money at Menards. That's the big thing. You did. Yes, you do. Yeah. Although the rebates are always rough. Like I feel like with the rebates, for those who don't know, who are listening and aren't from like the upper Midwest, Minnesota, Wisconsin, I think North and South Dakota, I want to say, maybe not. Menards is one of the big like hardware store, home improvement store, like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, but very Midwestern. And one of the things is you always get like 15, or I think they got sued for this, I want to say, but really? There's like a certain because the rebates were like you're supposed to get your money back in advance, but so many people were forgetting to mail them in that it really wasn't a selling point. I mean, I don't know. Go talk to your local legal expert. I'm not claiming to be that, but you used to get these rebates, and oh man, we always forget to send them in, and yeah, it's just the biggest thing about you. Make sure to get your rebates before you get out of Menards. And then of course the jingle is probably what most people know. I don't know. It's like I feel like it's up there with like Quick Trip and Fleet Farm and like other just Midwest stereotypes.
Like if you heard it before, you'll remember it forever.
Yes, yeah, you will know the jingle if you lived in the Midwest.
And they played the jingle in the stores.
Yes, yeah, that's the weird part. Yeah, it's not too dissimilar to Japan. I mean, like you go into a Don Quixote, and it's the same thing. Where, whoops, I'm bouncing the microphone around. Where, you get the in-store jingle. But I think that's the only American store that I've ever been in, at least in my experience, that plays the like jingle in the store.
Yeah, it's
with stuff.
They're hypnotizing you.
It's really great, really good advertising, to be honest.
Yeah, it is really good though.
Really well.
It makes sense. It's like it's their store.
Yeah,
there's no reason why they can't do that.
Exactly. I mean, who's gonna what are they gonna sue themselves? Yeah. Well, speaking of Japan and just stuff, we are supposed to be, I guess, an anime themed show. Yeah. Not really. It's whatever we feel like talking about. We'll see where it goes. But I've been frantically. So I'm heading out to AX next year, which is
nice.
Insane. Yeah. So it'll be my first anime expo. So anybody who's listening to the podcast, you want to come see me, I'll be at AX. But I've done local cons and stuff, and I was at Detour this last year and presented a voice acting panel.
Maybe don't let people on the internet know where you're going to be.
That's true. Yeah, this is how I get my kidneys stolen and die.
This is why you got called.
Here's my address.
This is why your address was on one of the websites that you did not know.
Yes,
and this is how your personal number got leaked, and high schoolers called you at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's great. But yes, so I go to conventions and stuff, and be heading out to AX next year. So if you guys do run into me, great. If you don't, please don't be weird. But I'm talking to the anime community, so sorry. I guess I'm just kind of expecting it at this point. Sorry, anime community. I'm one of you, but yeah, there are some great, stellar people in the community. This is how I get the show canceled immediately. But he's a king. I am. I have the worst taste in anime, and we'll talk about that, I'm sure. But I don't know. Like, So I'm planning for AX, and I'm just booking hotel rooms everywhere. I like 3 of them booked all over LA because I'm like, I don't know where this convention center. I'm not super familiar with LA, but I'm super hyped. And I'm excited about next year. Will be my first like con. First time at AX, so I'm thrilled. But I've got some smaller local cons that I'm trying to do. And
nice.
Speaking of on Sword Art Online, I guess I'll be probably seeing Bryce here in a couple months at Twin Cities Con because I know he's going to be there. I mean, it'll be interesting to see TCC because I've never been, and it's very commercialized from what I've heard. So it'll be interesting to see what that con experience is like. I've submitted to be a panelist. They haven't gotten back to me yet, so we'll see about that. But I am presenting at Big Anime Minneapolis coming up actually the first week of August. So that'll be interesting. Got a free badge that way. Forgot that. Nice. Forgot they give you free badges, and then I paid for one like an idiot.
Since I've graduated, I don't have to go to conferences anymore, so I can probably make Anime Detour this year.
Oh, dude. Okay. All right. You should. Yeah, should. I can get you to put up my posters.
Anime Detours. Yeah, I'll be your assistant. We said that's how I get my free badge. Hopefully.
That's right. Yeah, I pay for his badge just to get him to put up my posters. Yeah, I commandeered a friend of mine actually to do that at Detour this year. Yeah. See, kids, nice. just find really good friends and then use them. That's the moral of the story.
This is various levels of nepotism and connection.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. I feel like your people will probably get to know me, but if you know me from Nippon Now, it happened a lot. You'd be surprised. But yeah, oh man, I feel like clearly not much has changed in the 3 months we've been away. It looks like lots of stuff is stuck around.
Still hitting your mic. I'm still coughing into mine.
Yeah, I'm still hitting the mic. Yep. Now you can see it on video.
Now you can see it on video.
Oh gosh, yeah, because that's what we needed. Oh man, yeah, I was with me and hitting mics. I don't know. It's like I'm very unaware of where the microphone is in relationship to my head and physical
I think it's
body.
Probably because you do a way better job of actually being close to the mic than I do. Like I'm pretty sure you can see us in video now. Aaron's like very proper right next to the mic. I have this cheap headset mic, and I'm just leaning back in my chair. Even during Nippon Now, I would just lean back and talk into the mic, which is why I was probably always so quiet in the recordings.
It was like our biggest comment. I always used to get from our faculty advisor. He'd always be like, "Yeah, Jason's really quiet. Can you fix that?" I'm like, "I've tried." He's like, he's boosted to as high as it goes.
I'm just not getting any louder. I don't know.
Oh, I'm like, yeah, I boosted JT's mic. It didn't. It's not doing anything. Well, and the problem with this microphone is it's the same one in the studio that we had in the studio. Well, it was the same one we had in the main studios, not the one we recorded in a whole lot. But if you get really far away from it, it just basically sounds like I'm in a tunnel and you can barely hear me. So it's one of those weird things where you have to be really close to it. I'm just like, I'm like eating the microphone the whole time. But that's, I guess, just how these mics, these Shure mics are, I guess. I don't know. I mean, this is my only one I've owned.
Okay, we will try.
They're insanely expensive. Yeah, exactly.
We'll try and bring the budget up.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta get you one of these next time, right?
I will get a better mic and a camera.
Well, I'm just using like a Elgato thing. It's not my actual proper setup because I'm back home, so it's like I usually have an actual DSLR camera that looks nicer.
I'm just on my laptop.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It works, man. It has decent enough audio. So, yeah. I don't know. Technology was. Well, welcome to the behind the scenes edition of Live and Panels, I guess, as well. Oh, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So heading out to Anime Expo next year. Looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Going with some friends of mine that know LA better than I do, because I think the last time I was in California was before I even met you. It's 2019. It was 2017. I was a freshman in high school then. I was young. We were in San Diego for a week, but man, yeah, California is a hopping place, because I remember me and my mom were trying to go out for lunch one day. We found a really nice burger place and a really great chicken place, and darn if I remember what the names were. It was Burger Lounge and the Crack Shack. I can't believe I still remember that. Okay, I lied. The Crack Shack. Yeah, not that. I mean.
Yeah.
But interesting to take like your. I think I was like, so your 16, 17-year-old son to the Crack Shack, if it was actual crack. But yeah. So we tried to drive. We had a rental car. and we were trying to drive around. We were like, oh well, sure, we'll just get in. We'll drive downtown. It'll be fine because we're used to Minnesota, and it's you can reasonably get around Minneapolis decently well. And I realized that it was like, no, you can't, and everybody Ubers, and so it's just weird. And I think Ubers were like 50-60 bucks to go like 5 minutes down the road. It was insane. So I forgot about that when I was planning this trip to LA, and I was looking at prices of Uber because we're gonna have to probably Uber from the airport to this hotel. It's kind of far out of the way from the airport, and it's gonna be like 40 bucks. It's just like, oh yeah, that's right, LA prices, they're nuts. Like this whole trip is just gonna be insane, and I'm like so looking forward to it. But the joys of travel, I guess.
It's okay. It'll be
but
awesome.
I guess yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and you'll see a bunch of pictures and stuff. Follow me on social media. It's on our website, but at SentinelSeiyu if you want to see stupid con stuff. I recommend it, and shows updates as well. Man, we're really plugging this. I've not changed from plugging the heck out of stuff, have I? But yeah, and it's been insane. But I'm looking forward to it. A lot of cons coming up. Very excited to meet Bryce Papenbrook. Heard he's a nice guy. I mean, he is a nice guy, nicer than I am. And I'm from the Midwest, so I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah, that Midwestern nice.
yeah, it's there. It's there. But it's gonna be fun the next couple of months, and and then Echoes of Eincrad's coming out. I was playing a little bit actually earlier. The demo's out. Yeah, I know. It's fun.
How is it compared to all the other SAO games that have been out?
It's much closer to actual Sword Art, I would say. Echoes of Eincrad, at least in my experience with it, has been it's been great, but it's much closer to actual Sword Art Online. It's not a MMORPG, so I mean, realistically making an MMORPG in the style of like Sword Art Online exactly as Sword Art Online is. And for those who don't know, MMORPG is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. But Echoes of Eincrad, at least in my experience, has been great. There's a few things that are really weird. Bandai Namco did a pretty good job of making a JRPG, for the first time. Yeah, it's not perfect, and I don't think any of the Sword Art Online games have been really perfect. Like it's very much heavily leaning on the tie-in, and you probably would, if it's your first JRPG and you haven't played like Final Fantasy, or you haven't played Dragon Quest or any of the others. It's go play those first. Don't expect this to be like an amazing thing. It's got some subpar reviews, and there's a lot that they could work on between now and the launch of the game, which is scheduled to happen, I think, first week of July. I want to say I have a tablet here that I could look stuff up on.
July. That's like
yes, yeah. I'm trying to remember when it comes out here. Hang on.
Or after next week.
Yeah, it's coming up quick. Oh, I just googled. Yeah, it's coming up quick. I just googled A on this tablet sitting next to. Just put A in there. Aaron doesn't know how to use technology anymore. I'm getting really bad.
You should see his 3 iPads and 2 phones.
And I have so many tablets and phones. It's a problem. It's
It's okay because that's how I got my tablet and my.
That is how you got your tablet. That's right. I forgot.
Just got them from Aaron. Aaron's just like, I don't need this anymore, and I was like, I'll buy it.
Yeah, turns out I did actually end up needing it.
Oh really?
But I guess I got a newer one. Don't do this, kids. It's dumb. Okay, hang on. Let me look this up real quick. I don't remember the dates off the top of my head. July 10th. Thank you, magical Google. But yeah, July 10th is when it's coming out. So yeah, the demo's been great. I've enjoyed it. I thought it's been great. It's been super fun to get to play. I'm only like half an hour into it though.
So it's a JRPG. So. Are you just playing as Kirito, or are you just playing as someone in SAO? Right?
Yeah. So that's what's weird.
Because I heard that it was supposed to be more of like an MMO, because I thought that you were like making a character and then you're following a storyline in the SAO verse. So I thought that you were playing like a side character or someone closely related into the universe, or like in the, I guess, because for SAO, since they were trapped in the game world, I'm just gonna say the game world. Like I thought you were
Eincrad, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were playing someone in the game world. I'm not a fan of SEO. I
So
don't know.
Sword Art Online fact checker. I'm like,
I
actually, it's
I said
Aincrad.
this on the show, and I'll say it here. I'm not a fan of SEO. I think
Yeah,
if you like it, that's totally fine. I just, I watched it as a middle schooler, and then that was it. And
I think that's everybody's experience as far as like I was the weird one that like got it. So I was in like my first year of college when I watched Sword
yeah,
Art for the
you
first
watched it
time.
later. Mhm.
I watched it way after it had like long since been known that it was a horrible anime, but I have bad taste in anime, so
I
that's
wouldn't,
the problem.
I wouldn't say it's a bad anime. I think it was very good for its time. And then as time continued, you realize that it's pretty. I feel like for what it is, it's pretty standard for
Yeah.
for like a world and like a premise. But like that doesn't make it bad. Still,
I mean it's a very
I'm just
cliche spy kids like
playing it careful of all the SAO fans out there. They know
who are you
my
gonna
face
offend?
now.
Oh,
They
yeah,
know my
true.
face now.
That's true. Why? I mean, I can say as an SAO fan who loves the series and cherishes it so much, I sticker bomb everything that I own with the like definitely legitimate stickers. That I mean, I understand where people are coming from with it. Like as I've watched the series so many times now, and I've watched other anime series that are good, or so-called good, Spy Family. I'm slowly making my way through One Piece, but I'm still on like episode 5,
Like episode
which is
5.
an ongoing joke
I made him
from
watch it like 4 months
Nippon
ago,
now.
guys. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm still well. So what happened this time was the same thing that I was worried about. So I took that trip out to Colorado, and we when you're driving through parts of Wyoming, you just don't get cell service. And I thought I had downloaded everything the night before, but this year was a little bit more scrambled where my parents were actually on our way with, we were on our way. And so part of that way crosses the apartment. And so my parents were like, we'll just grab you on the way since we're heading out. And I thought I downloaded everything the night before. And that was right after I think I met with you. Yeah, it was right after I met with you for commencement. And yeah, just nothing downloaded. So I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I'll try to watch a couple episodes. Nothing was there, and I'm like, great, and there's no cell service. So I got to get around to it, but I have no excuse because I've rewatched like what is it? The realist hero becomes like the king of blah blah like 4,000
The
times.
realist
So
hero tries to rebuild a kingdom.
I should know the title of the animes I'm watching. This is a great show. You should continue to listen, even though I am horrible. I can't even remember the horrible animes that I've watched, but yeah, just I don't know. It's interesting. But, so Sword Art Online, I totally get. I mean, it's a very cliche premise. I mean, it's Spy Kids. It's every science fiction ever imaginable.
Yeah,
oh my god. Yeah, but it's just. I mean, I get it. And then yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Kawahara is not the most normal man ever in terms of writing a storyline that way. And
hey, he's not.
yes,
He's
not bad. I'm not saying he's bad.
He's not bad.
I'm just saying he's not normal.
I was gonna say it's okay. He's not the Rent a Girlfriend author, which that's its own thing that we will get into eventually.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure we will.
Me and Aaron have talked about it off air.
That's the one show I haven't seen yet. I'm slowly. Yeah, I'm slowly making my way through like High School DxD.
Now,
all of these shows. No, but it's one of those things where, as somebody who has like huge familiarities and likes probably some of the most like questionable anime series out there, Sword Art and the other one, which is Jobless Reincarnation. I'll just leave it at that, which is getting season 3, and somebody's really excited about that. But and I know that should be concerning to everybody, but I have High School DxD is on that list, or I'm Rent a Girlfriend is on that list. High School DxD is what I'm thinking about because I'm like, yeah, not quite High School DxD territory, not quite Rent a Girlfriend, but man, yeah, I don't know. It's I tell people to go watch Sword Art Online versus Jobless Reincarnation, and that's for some pretty obvious reasons. So it's not the worst series you will come across, but it's certainly not like. Just be prepared for every stereotypical anime that has ever existed.
Those anime standards have changed very hard. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Okay, before I talk about this, let's go back to the game, and then we will come back to this.
Yes, I'm going off
the
on
premise
so
of the game.
Here.
Like, how is the gameplay? Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so I
I
mean,
thought it was a make your own character type of thing, but are you playing as
e-
Kirito or something or?
no. So yeah, I say RPG in the
Mhm.
context of like it's basically essentially along the lines of your standard role playing game. I constitute it to playing something like Dragon Quest or The Legend of Zelda, where you are playing like a character. It's a lot more customizable, so it's got elements of MMORPGs. You get to customize your character. You start off playing a default character, and then you can later go in and customize your character with certain traits. So it's got the character creation aspects of games like Final Fantasy 14 as an example, or World of Warcraft, or Final Fantasy 11. Where it deviates a little bit from that is, yeah, I was just saying there's no online component to it. So you're playing on floor 1 of Aincrad, I believe, like canonically in the storyline, and you are playing as your MC, and Kirito is actually the villain. Because and I
Oh.
won't spoil it for anybody, but if you've not seen Sword Art Online, oh gosh, Progressive, I think it's Aria of the. Nope, I'm gonna probably get this wrong. Aria of the Starless Night. Yes, basically chronicling like the first couple moments. This is from, we'll just say, Kirito's like beater era, which beater was a term coined in the series for beta testing cheater. Beater, so
How do
creative
you
team. The creative team over at Denki Bungo is like,
how do you
okay,
feel
got an
about
idea, guys.
how do you feel about having Kirito as the villain? Does that hurt your SAO heart? Striking down your
No,
king?
it
No, I was
makes. Yeah, that's a good question. No,
kidding.
yeah, no, I'm very upset, and I'm gonna send
Okay.
a very strongly worded email to Bandai Namco, and we're gonna have a talk. No, it makes sense. It totally
Mhm.
makes sense for where this takes place. My hair is all over the place today. Where this takes place in the SAO. Yeah, that's smart. In the SAO universe, I'm gonna start over again. I think it makes total sense for
Mhm.
where we are in the Sword Art Online universe. It's in the first floors of Minecraft where, yeah, Kirito is kind of just takes on this persona of, I have to be able to, basically to be able to be successful and to deal with a lot of haters at the time who were saying that these beta testers had the advantage by being a part of the Sword Art Online early beta test. I guess for those who haven't seen the series, having this advantage of knowledge, and that's covered significantly through the first 3 episodes of Sword Art, and then obviously our Arya goes into more of the context behind it. So it makes total sense for where it fits within the SAO timeline. And honestly, yeah, I mean, if you were playing in that role as another character within Aincrad on the first floor in the very like start from the town of beginnings to floor 1, yeah, Kirito was not a character you would like. Kirito was the gamer you would not be thrilled with. Kirito's like the jerk who knows all the cheats and who knows all the ways to just really make people upset, and who's just winning all the time. And as somebody who's playing, if it was Final Fantasy 14 in its earliest days, we don't talk about 1.0. You would be as frustrated, if not more. And so it makes total sense as like from the gamer perspective. And I think Echoes of Aincrad is kind of what I was looking for with a lot of Sword Art Online games. Like majority of the other ones are like very, very like just very MMO, like very RPG, turn-based RPG, like very story heavy focus, and it's one of the first series that has actual voice acting, like English voice acting in it, which is something that the fan base, at least here in the States and in the West, and in other English speaking countries outside, not just America, have been waiting for quite some time. So yeah, I mean, I'm thrilled with it so far. I think it's great as an SAO fan who, we've been living in the series that has not gotten like an official anime adaptation, like a continuation of the series, since what, I think 2020, with the wrap up of War of the Underworld, so the Alice arc, the Underworld arc. So yeah, I mean, this is great, and it's weird to me that Sword Art Online is suddenly seeing a resurgence in games. Just 2 years ago we had the other Sword Art Online, Fractured Daydream come out, which is kind of more of the traditional Sword Art Online game, but the fact that we're still getting installments to Sword Art through games, and now with Unanswered Butterfly, which coincides with Echoes of Ironclad and kind of sets up the storyline, which is available, I think, online. You can go watch that, which is the first real animation with voice acting in it in some time. Very exciting moment for Sword Art Online fans. But I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff. Does that answer your question? In a very long-winded Sword Art Online nerd way.
It's okay. We got to reach an hour 20 somehow. No, I was kidding.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get the real lore, man. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, these episodes are gonna be longer than what
they were. They are.
Now, upon now, it was more like we had a crunch down to an hour.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like now it's a marathon. We have to make it an hour.
I know, isn't that weird? And it's like I had to think of all these things to talk about, man.
Yeah, it's a lot stranger because we can't rely on music anymore. On like 10-15 minutes of music to fill in our gaps.
Exactly.
So it's like I know what to talk about, but it's like, how much of it do I have to talk about?
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. Yeah. I will come prepared to talk for 20 straight minutes of Sword Art, but hopefully we got more. I'm hoping to make this more JT focused, but we'll see. That's what I said about Nippon Now.
Yep. I got one episode a year. No, I was kidding.
That's right.
No, I think this will be a lot better because I think it will be a very good mix because obviously we'll have topics that the other person will be more, I guess, knowledgeable or heated about that the other person can mention more.
Oh,
and then going back to what I was gonna say earlier, I still don't think SAO is a bad anime at all, and I think it is just because the anime, I guess expectations have changed, or like the anime it's very much the anime fans. Because it's really before and after COVID.
yeah, that is true.
It's really before and after COVID, and it's very much like, are you a old gen anime fan or are you a new gen anime fan?
Yeah,
and if you started watching anime or you got into anime after COVID, you are a new gen anime fan, and sometimes it shows. And the reason why I stand very large on this because I know a lot of other people do too. Because I think the expectations of like quality of anime have shifted what we get nowadays. Because I feel like back then the animation for SAO is like, I think it's really good. Even the first season still holds up pretty well. Like I don't think anything about it is bad. But some people will see that animation and like even nowadays and say that it's bad, and then compare it to things like Demon Slayer or JJK. We've talked about this on Upon Now, but I don't know. I think that sucks, and I think it shouldn't be held to such a high standard for it to be good. It's kind of like a pet peeve of mine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing. Like, you compare any anime series outside of Sword Art Online. If you compare, original like My Full Metal Alchemist, or you even compare scenes in One Piece that are just like, wow, that's there's definitely early animation.
Yeah, even definitely early animation. But
oh yeah, even going back and watching Astro Boy, which was a series from like the late 60s. I mean, that was hand drawn and it was great, but it wasn't as good. It wasn't as, you're comparing a show that's now, a couple decades old to some of the best animation that we've seen in in Japanese anime history. I mean, you got shows like Medalist that are just incredible animation. You got, I do have to bring this up in Mushoku Tensei, which its first season was just incredible. You got shows like The Elusive Samurai that are, just like these incredible, just animation masterpieces and some of the best things that we've seen. Frieren, The Witch Hat Atelier has just some of the most, at least in my opinion, beautiful, animation I've seen in a while.
They're definitely products of their time.
Yeah.
Right.
There's just so much more.
Yeah, but I still think that it doesn't devalue any newer animes coming out or any newer seasons coming out. I think they're all still very hold up very well because like you said, if you go back to watch Full Metal Alchemist now, like you can't say it looks bad, No, like it still looks good. SAO still looks good. Even some series now, like a lot of it still looks very nice. And in my opinion, I feel like it just opens up a lot more doorways into what fans can see, because even now there's a lot. this is very new, specific style. Because shows like Solo Leveling got so was it got it blew up so much, right? Like
Oh
so
yeah.
now people want like more shows off of novels or like manhwas. I've been seeing I've been seeing animes come out of manhwas, but obviously they're smaller studios. And then I think you know what I'm bringing up here, but they're like it's not actual animation; it's like a moving frame. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's obviously just the artwork, and they like cut out the character to like sway back and forth as if they're moving. I
It's
mean,
like
that's
worse
definitely
than it's like worse than PowerPoint animation.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely still a style, and I'll say like some people do like that, and I think that's fine because at least it gives more options to for more creative content to be put out. But but I will say even that one's kind of hard for me to defend.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, you're comparing a time when anime, Japanese anime, because it's weird. So I'm in that weird state where I watched anime in like 2011. I was a kid, and I lived in a household that very much censored media. So it was I didn't watch a lot of the shows that many of my peers were absolutely not supposed to be watching at like 11 years old. But Astro Boy was one of those kid friendly enough anime series, right? Had I, you know, 2013 was the same year that Attack on Titan came out, and I remember watching that for the first time and being like, "This is anime! Oh my gosh!" I'm I'm a good boy, and that blew my mind. But for the time, I think the biggest thing for me was I'm a little bit old gen, a little bit of new gen, and the fact that I really have gotten into this and understood lore and how anime works and running that culture show as well after COVID. This is all after COVID. But I was watching My Hero in like 2015 when it was like we were getting to the point of like anime becoming mainstream.
Yeah.
But I was there before as well. And so, I mean, the weird thing to me is that, yeah, you can't compare stuff that was made in like, 2000, early 2000s, because it was not as popular as people are expecting. You dived in at a time when everybody was, anime conventions were now everything. Everybody's going to anime cons and everybody is experiencing anime. And there's so much more budget studios have now to I mean, even the same thing in regards to how voice acting has changed over the years to hire actual voice actors who can create these character voices, or all the way to just being able to afford really great animators who can pull off these incredible things. Zenshu too, as just an example that we didn't have in the early aughts. That just didn't exist because it wasn't as big of a thing. They didn't have the funding of the of Japan in the West, but even Japanese studios have changed so much in the time being. Yeah,
and it's definitely affected social norms too, because like you mentioned, it's so much more mainstream now. But back in the early 2000s, you would not you would not catch people walking like through a mall or just through a casual street and being so open about it as now. Because like a lot of other older fans say, like it was very nerdy back then, but then now it's very like cool or mainstream to be into it, so it's very strange. And
yeah, I mean,
and like I do like that, right? Like, I think it's cool because then like it serves as a good gateway to let people into it. Like it shouldn't be blocked off for anyone. So like that part I don't really mind. I think it is very interesting just to see the differences. The other thing I would say is it has created the only discourse is it has created a lot of, I think it somehow has created a worse vision of anime fans, especially because of some of the things, let's just say like more more bad anime fans are known for.
Yep.
Like,
well, and it
gave it was joking about the My Hero Academia fan base or things like that. I don't think I really have to explain what people know I'm trying to say here, but
I think you don't have to explain it very much. But yeah. I mean, I think as things have gone mainstream, I mean, it's the same thing that ironically the K-pop industry faced, where when that blew up in around the same time, that's the most direct comparison that I can make. The fan cams, the crazy, fans that'll just be that way. are always going to be there. For anime, I think it's just, just as mainstream as it has become, it's just becoming more just in line with fans of today. And I mean fandoms I feel like across the whole board are just insane, but anime fans in particular, because there's just something about anime.
Have you,
it's
sorry to cut you off, did you hear about the Gachakuda
yeah, I did.
base? Yeah, did you hear about how they were like they were spamming the creator so much, or I think it was like spamming the creator with like a bunch of questions and also asking like very ridiculous and out of pocket questions that they ended up shutting or freezing or just pausing their account to watch.
Didn't the creator like delete Twitter?
Yeah, she deleted Twitter because of her own fans. And then that I know that created a lot of sparks too, because then a lot of people were like, wow, like how do you bully the author of a series you like so much to make them delete Twitter to like not talk to some of you guys? So like that's crazy. And what makes you do that?
Yeah, that's never made sense to me, right? Like, and that's, I mean, I guess that's just, also just a byproduct of people today, just the world today. Like, parasocial relationships as a word was not something that existed when I was young. Like, I didn't understand and or know about parasocial relationships until I started doing work in media, right? And we run into, like you said, examples of people calling me, and I'm like, wow, okay, so this is what a parasocial relationship is. Like, it's just weird. Like, I get people excited
it's
about.
Really cool. It's really cool that you like what content we're producing,
but it's weird.
I feel like you're way braver than me, because if I got one call. If I got a call from one person talking to me about my show and I didn't know who they were, I don't think I would have even talked to them.
I think it's just, when you work in this industry, right? And I'm the kind of, I've got the horrible energy of just being like, I'm okay with a lot. I'm okay with, I shouldn't probably say this on a podcast, but I think I'm tolerant of stuff to a degree, right? And I know when people are going too far.
Aaron's a lot more patient than I am.
But, and that's part of training, part of it is just like, I worked in tech. So it's like, and I worked in help desk, and you really do have to be patient when you're sitting there and troubleshooting things for 10 minutes with people. And it is frustrating. So I have a lot of that aspect of it. And so, and I understand, I understand a lot of these people, and I shouldn't say these people, but I understand a lot of the fan base, because I'm right there with you. Like, I get nervous talking to, I met Ben Diskin at Detour last fall, and I was probably like, it was like the weirdest conversation I've ever had with a person before, and totally out of character for me, because you get starstruck, or you get really intense about this fandom. Sword Art Online was that for me, and I get it, but at the same time, it is terrifying to think that we are gotten to that point. I mean, it's always been there. People collected sweat of performers like Michael Jackson, or bandanas or tissue, like it's existed. To the degree that it has today, and how openly public people are about it on social media is changed. Because in the late 70s, there was no Instagram, there was no place where you had 24/7 contact essentially to a fandom, to a creator, and that's what the internet's changed.
I feel like the event that tipped all the dominoes was definitely back in the early 2000s with the Game Girl bathwater.
Yes, I do.
I feel like that is definitely what tipped the dominoes down into what we have now. It definitely started it.
I know, it's just like it gets insaner and insaner, and I mean, from like Mr. Beast to just content creation in general, I think it's just changed so much.
It's like, what's the biggest thing you can do right now? I think while it's fun for content creation, it's also very crazy, because then you see what people are willing to do for it.
Yeah. The stuff that people monetize is just insane. And it's like, how do you think of this? How do you think of like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go here on location. We're going to do a shoot. We're going to do remote. It's going to be, at like, this crazy place. And I mean, a lot of it is like, yeah, that's the art of content creation, making something that is going to click. And that's the first thing you learn. But it's just to the extent that we've taken it with how fast YouTube is growing in my lifetime, from literally me at the zoo in like 2007, this dumb video sharing website, to now a viable career for many people out there. is just
and
insane.
Nowadays it's realistically it is just as viable as a career path or as like another path. I know that a lot more people are accepting of online, or I guess how would you say it, like like an online job. Yeah, I feel like it's the best way to say it, or as like a YouTuber or content creator. Because I feel like 5 years ago it wouldn't be a thing, but now it's actually more encouraged, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I feel like now a lot of people want you to at least like try it out. You
right.
already yeah.
It was like when I was in kindergarten or in first grade, like, you would say like, oh, I want to be a fireman, or I want to be a policeman, or I want to be, a teacher or whatever, and now we're seeing kids who are like, I want to be a YouTuber,
Streamer,
I want to be a streamer. And I'm like, those were not things that existed when I was a kid in school.
It's
I didn't think I was
it's
going
like
to be
that's very
broadcasting.
cool, except now it's actually like pretty doable depending on how determined you are.
Exactly. And that's what we were doing here, right? Like if you would have told past me that I was going to be on an anime podcast, lifestyle podcast and creating a career out of this, no. Broadcaster maybe.
I was about to say, like, we're over here trashing on content creation. That's literally what we're doing right now.
I know, isn't that great? It's for the clicks, man.
Funny? Yeah,
Put a nice title on that. Put a nice clickbaity title on that.
It's rage bait.
It's rage bait. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. We're just LARPers, guys.
we're just LARPers.
That term, we're just LARPers.
Oh yeah, live action role player.
I feel like we sound so
those who don't know. I feel like I sound old every time I talk to anybody anymore.
Old, but we're only like 22, 23.
I know. I was in the car with my mom today. We were driving around, and I said, "Oh, I'm looking at my phone, and I don't look at any of my social media notifications because it's just too much." And I'm like, "Oh, I got 67 notifications." And I'm like, didn't you get it? 6-7. I'm like, I would think I'm making this joke right. She's like dying. And I'm like, yep, yeah. And I mean, I think that was 6-7 was the moment I felt like, man, send me to the retirement home now. Like, I'm not keeping up with this stuff. And I now understand why millennials were cringing at us when we were dabbing in 17.
Yes.
It's making so much sense now. It's like, oh yeah, so it wasn't cool. I was just cringe. I just didn't know any better.
The transition period is of like being that cringy, I guess, young kid to what society considers an adult, or like how you should be. I would say it's been very fun. Obviously, like I forgot all about like dabbing and like all that stuff, and then I'm over here complaining about kids saying 6-7. I'm like, oh, we did that though. we really did that. We went around saying like dabbing and saying like 21.
I know. I'm one of those Gen Zers that like complains about the older generation far too much for like it to be healthy, right? I'm like, you people, destroyed the economy and destroyed our life and whatever. And I'm thinking, man, this is gonna be like
full circle
karma in like 20 years when I'm gonna be complaining about the younger generation not working and like and I'm already doing it. I'm already like, oh, Gen Alpha, oh yeah, it spends too much time on these iPad kids, and I'm like, dude, you grew up on a Kindle,
like, man. iPads and a bunch of phones.
Yeah. I'm like the last person to be talking about that.
A bunch of devices that you use.
It's like oh, it's a symphony orchestra every time somebody calls me. And it's just and I'm just like, man, I don't know. It's gonna be such an amazing hypocrite, just the hypocrisy that's gonna happen in like 20 years when I'm old. Can't wait. But yeah, just I don't know. I'm hitting my golden birthday this year, and I'm just like, man, I don't feel my age in the way that I sound like I'm like I've lived 1,000 years. And I mean, it's like a generational first. It's weird to think about in a way that I feel so much of my generation saying that, and then the old people saying, "Well, you're only, you're young still. Just wait, it gets worse."
No, I just always hear you're only getting older. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm getting to that point where birthdays are becoming kind of just more like, oh no, I'm one step closer to
oh dang, I'm older now.
Yeah, I'm like, it's no longer fun anymore, and I'm just like, oh, I'm 23. Yep, I'm getting closer to when my family's health insurance cuts off. I'm like, you start doing so much more adult thing, or you just start getting way more adult really quickly.
This is very much like, oh my gosh, high school was like a month ago. It was so fast. It's very crazy how quickly I'm already starting to reminisce, and I graduated like last month.
I know. It's not weird. I was talking to some friends of mine from my high school recently. It was, being back home, and I'm like, it's weird to think that it's been 4 years since I went to school with these kids. And it's like, I got like classmates.com emailing me like, oh, are you the Aaron Backlund? Come sign up for a profile with us. And I'm like, oh God. It's like it's happening already. And I'm having like class reunions and stuff now. I think that's when it really hit me the most.
I completely forgot about
I'm like, my friends are texting me like, hey, class reunion's coming up. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be there, but good God, we're having class reunions already. It's like, it's only been 4 years, but it's going to be 5 years this next year. And I'm like, yeah, it has been 5 years. My God.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about that stuff.
I don't know, man.
Oof.
It's old. We're old. That's why we're talking about anime. That's why we're talking about classic anime, like Cowboy Bebop and Evangelion. Kids have thought I'm that old before. They're like, Evangelion, you're around during Evangelion. I'm like, no, I wasn't even born yet. That was 1999. How old do you think I am? They're like,
came around during
like I was like
stuff like that.
I was like Fairy Tail. Yeah, I was like Fairy Tail or like early, like later seasons of Naruto or like later seasons of Dragon Ball. I don't remember what came out in 03 that I would know off the top of my head. Oh God, I don't know. Years ago. Yeah, all right. Well, you're searching that up. Yeah. But yeah, Echoes of Minecraft. I am thrilled. Mushoku Tensei season 3 is coming out. I'm just so hyped. And there's
funny enough, you can't. 2003 Full Metal Alchemist. Look at that.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I was like thinking. I'm like Full Metal Alchemist. I'm like, no, was that 02? I think that was 02. I'm like, no, yeah, Full Metal Alchemist, the original one came out back then. Yeah, I was born the same year that the Chimera scene came into existence. Sorry to spoil that for everybody who's not seen it, but
I'm 2004. Around the same time, Bleach came out. Perfect.
Bleach. At least you have that. I mean, they're both equally pretty good series.
I have one of the big three.
You have one of the big three. Yes. At least it wasn't like the kids who were born in 2012. Rest in peace. Sorry, you will forever be associated with Sword Art. I'm sorry. What can we say? There's some other good. I mean, Attack on Titan came out in 2013? That was 1 year later, I think. Yeah, because I always remember watching episode 1 on Netflix. Yeah, that's how old I am, kids.
Yeah, around that time when Netflix started putting animes on there.
That was a big deal. That was a big deal back then. That was Crunchyroll existed, but it was the piracy website.
Yeah, I remember watching the first episode and instantly knowing, I'm like, wow, there's just no way this series has a good ending or a happy ending.
Oh yeah, I know. And then it was we know how that went.
We know how that went. Oh, and that's the other parasocial thing I was gonna talk about. I think I mentioned it during Nippon Now, but obviously this is a whole new show. I think like the creators or like even the animators were getting a lot of like lashback for the ending.
Oh yes, yeah.
Fans wanted a happy ending, and I think there was even like a petition to make the creator change the ending. And I was just like, that's really weird, because I think as a fan, you're not really entitled to that to change it just because of what you want. And yeah, then I remember bringing up that point of like, if you watch episode 1, there's no way you watch this and think, oh yeah, like everyone's gonna survive at the end of this story. I'm like, no, it was very clear that it was supposed to be a dark story.
Yeah.
So when it had like a somber ending, I was like, yeah, that only makes sense. It's like there was no way Aaron was gonna come out of this like okay as the main character.
You watch episode 1, from season 1 back in 2012. There was no way that if you would have told me back then when I was a kid that this was like I was a kid and you would have asked me, oh, this is gonna, how is this series gonna end? Obviously it's gonna end horribly. That's what I don't understand about fans. And yeah, I mean, you're not entitled to change what the creator has destined to be in view. You know what I mean? Like I'm not thrilled with Rudius's dad dying. Much less on Father's Day. Sorry, spoiler. But it's like I'm not gonna write a strongly worded tweet to the manga, to the artist, to the creator, sort of
harsh
Mushoku Tensei,
or I don't remember how true this statement was, or like death threats to the freaking manga.
I think Yeah, I
Just
think there was were there death threats, and then there was
I don't
also
know.
I don't know this
It
for
was just
sure. And
very.
then
I
I
think it
think
was
there was a
very bad.
change.org petition I remember
Yeah,
seeing.
yeah. I don't know if it was death threats exactly. I think it was just very bad, like
Makes me yeah.
interpersonal or parasocial messages. Yeah, and I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, as a creator, I feel like I would have just I would have not given an ending at all if that's what happened to me.
Well, it just and that's the thing. It's like fans have become insane, and I mean, anime fans were always
Yeah,
crazy. I mean,
and it's
you go
like
back and watch some of the Asuka anime characters from Hawaii, from Kawaii Con, and they're insane. And it's just like, yeah, anime fans have always been, we're the nerdy types. A lot of these, you fall into those areas where it makes sense, not making fun of anybody in particular, but you add in you add in the pop culture, anything that
yeah,
becomes popular, and it's just gonna skyrocket. And
and I don't want to make
yeah,
it sound like I'm judging people for being really into a show. No,
no,
no, I think it's fine. Like if you're like the type of person who got really emotional while watching AOT, because I know a lot of people got really sad when one of their favorite characters like died in the show. I'm like, I think that's perfectly fine. I've watched animes and cried about it. I've gotten really sad that certain characters are gone, but like I'm not gonna take that big step to like go after the creator for it.
well, yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like, I'm not making fun of you if you really love an anime series.
Yeah,
I cried at Mushoku Tensei. That's why I love
yeah,
the series so much. That's why I love Sword Art. That's why I'm an anime fan. That's why we're all anime fans, right? Like, this content has touched us in some way. But
yeah.
there's a
There's so
healthy
many.
limit.
Yeah, there's a healthy limit, and there's also so many lessons that you can get
Oh
from
yeah.
anime. That is why so many people like it now. Like especially with Naruto, how never give up on your dreams. Like everyone told him he couldn't become Hokage, and he just fought the entire time to become someone that like everyone could look up to. Or one of the more recent examples from Frieren. I don't know if you heard the story. I think maybe you're the one who told me the story of the guy in Japan who stopped armed robbery and went on a train. And when asked why he did that, he said because it's what Himmel the hero would do.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Yes.
you know what an awesome story! Like what? That's so
Yeah.
awesome. That like
Anime.
really that this character from this show inspires such bravery. Because I'll be honest, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could
No.
do that. Right? It's like that's
No.
amazing.
No, I'm not Himmel the hero, but that's the amazing part of this. I think is just
It's
how much
like
this touches people.
yeah, it's like he
Yeah,
may not be real, but it's what he would have done, and that's what inspired him to help someone.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, and as much as and I'm not saying Mushoku Tensei is a series that should be forgiven for what it has done, but for many of us, it's like we've been in that position, right? Like I love Sword Art Online, I love anime because it is. I love Mushoku Tensei. I create this content because there was a time in my life, in my first year of college where I, had moments where, to an honest extent, right? Anime very much saved who I am and is the reason I'm here today because it was something to take my mind off of a lot of the depression and anxiety and self struggles that I was having at the time, and is the reason why this stuff is so powerful for those who don't know, because you connect with these characters in a way that is unique and is different, and is why the genre is looked to so much. And I think in such a broken world, and I'm not going to get too far into it, but in the world that we live in today, which is just so incredibly broken, it is an escapism. It is a way to be able to take your mind off of life and a lot of the struggles that come with it. And life is just more difficult, genuinely for everybody today, I think. As much as technology is designed to be helpful to us, we have experienced it not necessarily always being the case, or whatever it may be. And I mean, like I said, loneliness as an epidemic is steadily rising, and it's been rising sharply since COVID. And that's what anime has allowed us to do, is still, retain a little bit of that humanity, and also have those moments where you can relate to characters. You can, I can relate to Rudius because I felt like I was making mistakes in my life that didn't make sense, or failing in ways that it was. And I wanted to be able to put my life back on track and restart. And I eventually did do that, through the help of you and the amazing team over at the station we both volunteered for, and just doing radio and in this career path. For a lot of people, anime, that's what anime can do, is it can help you through those hard times. But I think there is a limit to which people, obviously enjoy a thing, and there's always going to be that, out there,
Yeah,
and it's just how
it's
it
always like
is.
too much of something is always bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, I know anime fans. I knew anime fans back in the early 2000s with Lucky Star, like around Lucky Star, and we were just great. We were crazy people, and a lot of that does stem from to this genre, like, right, we were looked down upon, right, as in 2011, I lived in a small, I grew up in a small town. I went to school in a small town. Liking anime was like the worst, like, was honestly like a sort of like a death sentence in a way, to your social credit. Today, now it's cool. I got friends who are reaching out to me from high school who made fun of me for watching anime, saying like, "Hey, we saw you're a big anime fan. What should I watch?" and But at the same time, that comes with the cons as well. There's a lot more people that are going to be experiencing the genre and introduced to it for the first time, and just gonna be you're gonna get the bad apples in the world. No pun intended. Toho fans.
No, I think I was just very lucky that I grew up in a very diverse location.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna phrase it that way so we don't dox ourselves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I grew up in a very diverse location, so I had the privilege of like being around a lot more people, and so I grew up being able to talk more openly about anime with other people. But obviously, it was still like a very nerdy thing, and it wasn't until COVID hit that it became so generalized.
Yeah. COVID was, I think, for a lot of people when they got into animation. I mean, for me too, right? Like, I followed everybody else, and I was watching in like a lot more, not necessarily anime, but animated series that eventually led me down the path of watching anime or whatever it may be. Um, so I think for so many people out there, and it was that moment. It's like, I mean, it changed a lot of industries. And I mean, I'm glad there's so many more people, right? Like, we can have stuff like this exist, right? There are places and people to talk about anime with. But I think the one joy about where we are, at least in the world, which again, to not dox ourselves, is that it still feels very much like a local community. At least the times that I've been out in the anime community, as it's gotten bigger in our area, it's still very close to home.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a lot
very
of very
because
still what it
because of
feels
it
like in the
becoming
early
mainstream.
2000s.
Everything is so much more like accessible.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, that's good and bad, right? Like, you lose kind of the charm and a lot of the smallness of conventions, but I think thankfully in our area it's not changed as much. But like, Anime
Not
Expo
too
is
bad. Mhm.
bigger every single year, which will be
Bigger.
fun when I go. And I'm right there, part of the problem, right? I came into anime in 2023, so knowing this stuff and being accomplished enough to make a show about it like this, I'm new gen, and old gen at the same time. And it's weird to be in that place, because I'm both a part of the problem and do remember a time in which it wasn't an
When
issue.
it was,
So it's
yeah.
like, man, I don't know. It's kind of wild stuff, but yeah. You looking forward to any anime? I don't know. Completely separate note, I should be. So you looking forward to any anime series? I mean, I got Mushoku Tensei. I got
Um,
Old Country Bumpkin.
I actually don't
Got
really know
some
what's
great
coming
series.
out. I've just kind of been watching random stuff online.
I know. I feel like that's the same for me too.
Well,
Yeah.
so since I'm like more of a older anime fan, obviously I love shonen anime. Um, and funny enough, I said it to my friend like recently that with the ending of My Hero, I feel like it truly is the end of shonen anime.
I don't blame you for
even
saying
though I
that.
like to even though I like to joke around about My Hero, it's like no, it really was like. Well, obviously you still have like One Piece and then
Yeah.
Thousand Year Blood Year arc of Bleach, but I mean like newer stuff. Like I feel like now, and it's part of the thing with newer fans. I feel like a lot more slice of life and isekai are very popular. Dude, the market is flooded with isekai. I blame you. Now,
Oh yeah. It's so true. I had
so much
the
more
so
isekai stuff now.
speaking of Detour next year, the theme
Yeah, isekai, right?
is isekai themed, but I gotta pull the title up because this is just too funny.
Yeah, you do that,
Um
and I'll
yes,
continue.
I'll pull the title up. But yeah, I mean, I agree 100% with that. I think it's just but I don't know. I like to think that there isn't the death. I'm going to fight you on this. I like to think it's not the death of anime for a few reasons. One, I'm
not
watching.
saying it's the death of anime. I think
Well,
I meant it as in like it's kind of like an end for shonen right now.
yes,
Like
yes,
obviously
yeah.
shonen isn't going to be gone. It's not going to die. I meant like right now it is the end of like a big shonen era with My Hero being done, because the shonen era has dominated the anime market for like the last 50 years or
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
always been the shonen.
I mean that yeah, I mean that totally makes sense. I feel there's you had like you had One Punch Man, you had My Hero, you had so many of those that were coming out in the 2015 around 2015 2014-ish. And isekai was not quite the massively explosive thing until quite recently, right? Which we were starting to see, like, reincarnated in another world as a vending machine, or I was transported to another world, or living in another
We could
world
make a
with
whole
level 2 super
episode
cheap
about that show.
powers, or living in another world with my smartphone, which I question them. I very much question the man who gets transported to another world and asks for a smartphone. But these are all series I've enjoyed, to be clear. And yeah, isekai is very oversaturated. Although what I've noticed recently is that it is not. We are not seeing as many series. They're sort of run out of ideas very quickly. And it's
Yeah,
coming to a
lot of
point
it.
where isekai is becoming less and less
Yeah, a lot of it is
coming out.
also okay. I'll actually take back my statement because you're right. I feel like it's a lot less isekai and a lot more like overpower, or like overpowered slop, or like it's a
Yes.
lot of like this MC's just so strong from the beginning. Like it's a lot of stuff like that, or it's a lot of like, oh, I started out as level 1, but with this system, I'm gonna become max level in the next 3 episodes. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of power scaling. That's what it is. A lot of
Oh
like
yeah.
heavily
Well,
one-sided power scaling, and I'm literally looking at
I
list
just
for
pulled
some
up
of
the
the new
list.
stuff too. Yeah, just to see what's coming out, and a good amount of it is that, which I think is pretty funny. Oh, that okay.
I think the official title. So there's the official title for detours. While you're looking at that,
Mhm.
on my way to an anime convention, I took an unexpected detour, and now I have to fight the final boss.
Nice.
Stellar. Thanks to the amazing folks over at Detour. I know the
I
staff.
have such a good idea
You
for you
nailed it. Nailed
fast.
it. Oh goodness. Okay. All right. I'm ready to
If
hear it. I'm ready to
possible.
hear it.
Like I don't. If it's like you got lost and you have to take on the final boss, you should cosplay as like a minion, or like a minion commander at Detour. Right? Like you should be like a typical anime minion slash like mini boss. And they just go
Okay.
around. That would be so good.
I got somebody in the cosplay community who's some pretty sick cosplay. I might have to hit her up and ask her to help me out with that. That sounds like a great idea. Oh goodness. We'll see if that happens.
Oh, yes, but
Um
to answer your earlier
yeah.
question, the anime I am excited to be coming out, I guess, is Skeleton Knight in Another World. Funny enough, for isekai. After I was talking about isekai as well,
Wow.
he contradicts himself.
Wow. So look, well. Look who is trashing on Isekai. You're one of us now.
Well, if no shonen are coming out, no, I was kidding.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
I
is
mean,
a
I've been
very good
watching
show.
Slice of I used to hate on Slice of Life. A good friend of mine, one good friend of mine, Zoe's going to make fun of me for this if he ever sees this clip. But I used to trash on Slice of Life, and that's all I've watched the last 2 months. Which I see what you're saying, man. It's good. It's good stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Skeleton Knight. It's on my watch list, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to it. I might.
We'll see.
But you
have
watched a
of
lot
One
of
Piece to
Isekai.
watch.
I do, and I have Mushoku Tensei coming up. I got the what is it? The Old Country Bumpkin season 2. God, I got so many isekais that are coming out now, which kind of defeat my statement recently. But at least for fall and winter, fall and winter last year and summer to some extent, there was a huge dip in isekai. Because I remember the year before we had like Tsukumuchi Moonlit Fantasy season 2. We had like Mushoku Tensei season 2. We had like tons of original series coming out. Zenshu. We always had at least 20 isekai I've at least watched. Now it's been a while since I've seen them. They've still been coming out, but I haven't been checking them out as much. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. But this season we got a lot more. But that's interesting. You have to let me know how that
a lot
goes.
more romance too.
Yeah, there's a lot of romance.
I will say this, I'm all for it.
I'm too, man.
I think it's great.
Too. I think it's great. I think I want more of that, you know, to be honest with you. That's the most watched genre I've had for 3 years straight.
Promoter. Like, especially with the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. Oh, dignity. I think I said the wrong word.
I think you got it. I think you got it. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. But if not, Aaron will cut it.
I'll fix it. We'll fix it in post.
Just put a bleep on it. It would be so funny. just make them think
the only censor we have in the show.
Yeah. Like, just make this thing I said something really bad. Yeah, but that romance anime was amazing. It was so good. I went to read it. Like, that's how good it was. If you haven't seen that show, go watch it. It's amazing.
Oh, it's great. It's amazing. Yeah. I got my friend actually got me into watching it before he was deployed, and I was just loved it. It was such a great show. Yeah. Man. So yeah, go watch that. That's great. And go watch Zenshu. That's the one isekai that I feel like is tolerable enough, and it's got some amazing animation. Studio Mappa did it. So Mappa, I feel like everything Mappa touches is just great. So Studio Mappa.
To all the Mappa animators.
Yes, I know. How do they sleep? I mean, like, I look like a mess.
Thank you for animating it, but you should probably go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like self-care, please.
Yeah, that's why
very important.
Like everyone always brings up Attack on Titan for like part 3 or like season 3 part 1, right? Or season 3 part 2, or season 1 part 1 of part 1 or something like that, right? But ultimately, it's only divided like that so that they don't overwork themselves.
Oh, yeah.
This is how I see it, right? Like,
what? That's so funny you mentioned that. Like, so the creator, which I had to Google his name, so I'm cheating here, but Hajime Isayama, when he was accepting his award for it was the Anime Awards last year, dude looked like he was ragged.
Yeah.
I mean, it became so bad it was like a meme, which I felt bad about, you know. But it was like actually trending on the internet. Like, I'm like, dude, you need to like sleep. You are worse than me at the height of like producing Nippon Now. And I didn't even look that rough back then. So, oh man, yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. That just reminds me. If you guys could have seen us, and during Nippon Now, during like, or how we like to say season 1 and season 2 of Nippon Now, and seeing how rough we looked during those seasons individually, it was bad. Like, I remember during season 1, it was me who looked bad.
Oh, that's right.
And then season 2, it was Aaron. like we somehow had a total switch of like me somehow being like super tired and burnt out, looking like life was kicking me in the ass, keeping my head down, like just look like deep dead eyes, like so many people were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm totally fine. Like, I feel great," or like, you know, just stuff like that, and then. And then to
I think I even commented on. I'm like, dude, you like sleepy?
Yeah, you were like, you look terrible.
I was like, genuinely concerned. I'm like, should I be worried?
A complete switch. I'm like, oh, I'm in my senior year. I'm doing fine. And then Aaron's over here juggling like 30 things, and I'm like, are you okay now?
And I was not okay.
He was
not. I was like, you felt good. I felt like I was dying every 5 seconds. It was probably produced some of the funniest moments I think ever in the history of the show, and some of my funniest flub ups I think I've ever had. Because it was just so insane. But yeah, you like Uno reverse carded me. You're like, bam.
Yeah.
it was rough.
We somehow just traded energies.
God, yeah, I know. That's what I love about this show. Is it's like I don't have to produce. I just sit down, I throw a mic on, and we just go. Yeah, it's just kind of ad lib in this thing.
We're like more limited production wise, but we're like a lot more free to just talk about stuff now.
Oh yeah, I don't have to worry about like, oh god, you know, because when you're working with the FCC and anything, like when you do studio, radio with the FCC, you have to be very careful with what you're talking about. And American FCC is very different than like Japan's cultural standards with everything. And you're talking about content from a whole nother nation, so it's just, yeah, there's a lot. We rewrote so much of that show where we had to be very careful.
We had to be very careful.
Anime.
Plus, it might not.
We were not talking about Rent a Girlfriend. That is for sure.
And like, it might not seem like it, but I feel like I'm so much more energetic on Life on Panels already.
Oh
right.
yeah.
I feel like compared to Nepal now, I'm already just so much more energetic. Like
you trashed like 7 fan bases in the span of an hour.
Yeah.
You're gonna have so many. You're gonna have so many people showing up at your house, man.
I'm an OG anime fan. Don't you know we're haters?
Yeah, it's true.
Haters. Yeah.
Those darn boomers.
I will accept that. Yeah, like a lot of OG anime fans are just haters.
Oh yeah, it's just anime boomers is what I call them, man. It's just because I did not experience that. I'm sorry. I'm with the young kids on the isekai train, going to Slopland. That is funny because I can't stand internet slop, but I can stand slop when it comes to taste in anime. So maybe I am a Gen Alpha. Who knows? Good lord.
We can talk about it on the next episode too.
Yes,
on the isekais you like, and you can defend them to me.
We got to do a tier list. We got to do the tier list, or we got to do like the 5x5 anime grid. We'll do that for a special episode.
I think it would be funny to have you do a tier list in your explanations, and then and then I'll instantly break it after.
All right. Well, maybe we'll do that for the upcoming show.
No, that'll be fun.
Oh God. Yes. Well, that's a good segue to the end of our show. We're getting close to the end of the show here. Thank you so much for sticking with us here on Life in Panels. I don't have an outro written for this yet. I didn't get a chance to do that yet. But anyway,
all right, we don't write anything anymore.
Yeah, we'll just copy the up on no. Well, thank you for listening or tuning in to or listening to Life in Panels. You can find us on your favorite podcast app, anywhere you get it. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We are available on Pocket Cast, basically everywhere. And we are also available over on Life, the letter N, Panels, all lowercase, no spaces.com. So that's lifenpanels.com, which you can find over there. You can find all of our shows. We also have show extras and ad-free stuff coming up soon, which we might make some specialty content coming up soon.
And maybe I will
subscriber only
release those videos I said I was going to, and I never did.
yeah, exactly. So that might be over on the extras. You can find us. We're getting tons of stuff at Patreon. We'll have the Otaku Mega subscription coming up. But of course, if you're listening to Life in Panel, I've told JT none of this. This is all happening behind the scenes. But yeah, so thank you for sticking with us today. Subscribe so you don't miss any of those wonderful things. Go follow us, subscribe in your favorite podcast app so you can stay up to date. For the tier list episode, for the anime 5x5 episode, we got all these episodes planned, and we're excited to deliver them to you. And thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's a good first episode so far. How you feeling, JT?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. And you know what?
I'm excited.
If we are fortunate enough to have this show blow up, I have a really funny idea I would love to do about.
Oh boy,
we'll talk about it next time.
All right, sounds good. Well, yeah, so thank you for tuning in to Life in Panels. You can follow us again one more time over on your favorite podcast app. We're available on all the popular ones: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, pretty much everywhere you can find us. You can also go and find us on our website at lifeinpanels.com and add us to your favorite podcast app using our RSS URL over there, which you can find on the website. And yeah, you can follow me at SentinelSeiyu, and JT, I think, is working on getting a public page going. Probably.
I will think about it.
I did not talk to you about that. But
I still don't know how comfortable I am having a public page for content creation yet.
We'll figure it out. We also will be getting Life in Panel social media up soon. It's just we wanted to get an episode out first so that you have something to listen to, because we are a podcast after all. Video podcasts are coming soon too.
I'm so sorry. And that is the other thing I wanted to mention. This is technically not the first Life in Panels episode of me and Aaron. So, maybe if we get enough people, we will react to
the pilot. Right. And you can find the pilot. It's a bonus feature right now. And I think it's marked as a bonus, and it's free for now. But that might switch when we eventually get our subscription going. So go listen to it for free while it's still out there before you need a Otaku Mega subscription for it.
We will take it away. No,
yeah, actually, we will take it away.
We will take it away. So go check it now.
So, anyways, you've been listening to this insane edition of Life in Panels. Life in Panels is an OtakuNet original series. If you want to join the wonderful OtakuNet podcast network hosted by me and JT, you can go, learn more information at otakunetus.com. We'd love to hear some show submissions. We're here to help kind of keep the art of storytelling and podcasting and radio alive. We both have backgrounds in radio and broadcasting, so we want to keep this going, and we want to hear from you. So you can submit a form over on our website there. You can follow us over on the Life in Panels website And I think that's all. So as we always say, at least I'm going to keep this going. Anyways, well, until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever it may take you.
We'll see how well that syncs up.
That was good syncing. Yeah, we got like internet delay. It's great. Sayonara, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in.